Hello. Recently watched The Great Seducer or Tempted. It's Tempted on Viki. It's called Tempted, but most people know it as The Great Seducer, I think. Only made it halfway through the series. I haven't dropped it. I'm going to return to it later after I watch something that's actually worth my time. I actually just finished watching Before We Get Married. I have my review on that, which will be up later. But that was actually decent and entertaining as opposed to The Great Seducer, which I kept comparing because I had just finished or halfway finished The Great Seducer. Can you see that? These are all of my notes on not even the full series, halfway through the series. Which is episode 16 since the series is 32 episodes long. Where to start? The Great Seducer is about a guy who is a womanizer who is in a trio of friends who basically they all come from rich families and they all get into trouble together. And his dad and his friend's mom are going to get married. So they deduce a plan to get married before their parents get married. Because he likes her and she likes him back, but she keeps pushing him away for some godforsaken reason that's never explained. They have an agreement that he's going to pretend to date another girl, because that's always a great plan. Get her to fall in love with him and then break her heart. I have to say that the plot is flaky and all over the place. Okay, so it's very obvious that the third friend likes the secondary female lead. It is very obvious and it is very consistent with that. They spend like the first 3 episodes building the relationship between the male lead and the secondary female character. And it is very believable that he is in love with her and he's been in love with her for a long time. And personally, I'm not somebody who believes that loving somebody longer means that you love them more. As long as you give me a clear reason to believe that the new love that they found is a deeper connection, basically. For instance, I watch Miraculous Ladybug. I think I have a video talking about it while I do makeup. And I was a Ladrian shipper because they both like each other. Ladybug / Marinette does not like Chat Noir. I don't ship Lady Noir or Marichat because they don't like each other. Adrianette is the other one, which I also don't ship because, again, they don't like each other. Marinette likes Adrian, but Adrian likes Ladybug. And yes, they are the same person, but you have to look at them as different people because they see them as different people. Since they see them as different people, you have to treat them as different people. Yes, Chat Noir is Adrian, and Adrian loves Ladybug, who is Marinette, and Marinette loves Adrian, who is Chat Noir. Yes, they love the same people. Yes, but they do not know that. Chat Noir likes Ladybug. Ladybug doesn't like Chat Noir. Chat Noir likes Ladybug, but he does not like Marinette. He rejected Marinette in Where Dad. And this is turning into a rant about Miraculous Ladybug, but I swear I have a point. My point being is that I'm a Ladrian shipper because Ladybug likes Adrian and Adrian likes Ladybug. But with the introduction of Luca, I kind of jumped ship. And by kinda, I mean I dove headfirst off the ship and swam to a different one, and we're having a party over there, okay? Just... And the reason why I jumped ship so quickly is because they gave us a more concise reason and for them to have feelings. Marinette fell for Adrian simply because he was nice to her. That to me is like, okay, but that is more an infatuation than actual love. And it's shown through her behavior that she is very much so more obsessed and infatuated with Adrian than actual like love in getting to know him and actually having a connection with him, because she can't even have a full conversation with him. Again, this is turning into a Miraculous Ladybug rant. I swear I have a point. With Luca, his interests are music and art. Marinette also has an interest in art through fashion. She also likes Jagged Stone. Hence, they connect over Jagged Stone, which is a stronger connection. And then in Silencer, they also show Marinette having, in Frozer and Silencer, but I'll go with Silencer for now, they show her having very strong, developing even more strong feelings for Luca. And Luca confessed to her, comparing her to a song that he can't get out of his head. That is a deeper connection than, Adrian and Marinette, who can't even have a full conversation together, or even Chat Noir and Ladybug, where he flirts with her even though she keeps rejecting him, and he keeps pushing his feelings onto her. Maybe I'll make another video about Miraculous Ladybug and talk about all of this. But the point is that if you establish a good connection between characters, then it doesn't matter if you previously established a relationship before. If the connection is genuine and strong, then the relationship will come off as more genuine. It's the whole point. With this, they do a good job of establishing that the main character has feelings for the secondary female character. However, as soon as he sets out to pursue the main female lead, and as soon as he starts pursuing her, he immediately falls for her. There's no progression from him loving the secondary female character to him loving the main female character. And for her as well, she doesn't like him because she knows that he's a player and that he plays with people's emotions. Yet, as soon as he starts pursuing her, she is standoffish at first, and then out of nowhere, she already has feelings for him. And there's no clear reason for them to like each other. As the episodes went on, yes, they were very cute together. Yes, their feelings did seem genuine. But along the lines, as I said before, they previously established a good relationship and romantic interest in the secondary female character. And as soon as he started liking the main female character, those feelings vanished out of nowhere. He was getting angry with her. He was pushing her away. He was ignoring her. And it's just like, how do you build such a strong relationship here and then immediately drop that just because he started liking somebody else? And then they try to push that he loves both of them, but that is not evident in the show. They push from the secondary female character that he loves both her and the main female character. However, whenever there's a choice, he goes to the main female character and neglects the secondary female character. And that is not evident of him loving both of them. In that sense, he would have to be conflicted between the both and have hesitation in going to the main female character. And even sometimes picking the secondary female character in place of the main female character. Because they don't properly establish a connection between the main female character and the male lead, their relationship comes off as extremely rushed, which is astounding because you have 15 episodes to, at this point, again, I only watched halfway through, you have 15 episodes to build the relationship and properly establish their feelings, where their feelings are coming from, when they started to like each other, and yet you rush the relationship with 15 episodes. I don't understand how that's possible. And back to comparing it to Love Myself or You, they establish that the male lead is bored with his current relationship, finds the female lead interesting, and wants to pursue her more. They also establish that he knows more about her because he read her journal. And then they establish that she starts liking him because he brought up good points and made her think about her current relationship, and that she was also interested in him. And that only took one episode. And nothing in that drama felt rushed. The ending sort of, but that's another story for another day. But like, it's just like, how do you rush a relationship with 15 episodes? Back to the main character liking both the secondary female lead and the main female lead. They try to push that he likes both of them at the same time, and then later he's like, I don't like her. But he says it in a way that implies that he never liked the secondary female lead and only saw her as a friend. Despite the fact that they established that he did care for her deeply and love her. But yeah. So you see what I'm telling you? They established that he loves the female lead. Don't really establish that when he started liking the main female lead, establish that he likes both the secondary and the main female lead, and then tell us that he never liked the secondary female lead but likes the main lead. You see what I mean? It's just kind of all over the place, and a lot of people said that this drama wasn't good because of Joy. She's the main character, because of her acting. The acting is great, which is a problem because the plot and direction is all over the place. The story does not know what it wants to do. That is the problem. I have no problem with the acting. I think the acting is great. I think that the actors have amazing chemistry together. If the story was better, then there would not be a problem. Unfortunately, it's not. Let's talk about secondary characters and relationships. So the secondary female lead, her mother, they establish that she has an estranged relationship with her mother, hinting to that her mother somehow wronged her. The relationship is estranged enough that when her mother announces that she's getting married, surprising both her and the male lead, that she wants to sabotage the wedding so that her mother and his father can't get married. Like, that is how bad their relationship is, that she's willing to ruin her mother's marriage by marrying her groom's son. That is the relationship that they establish. However, they later give the secondary female lead, like, more of a concerned kind of relationship, kind of feelings towards her mother, as opposed to a bad relationship. And it doesn't really hit well because you see the mother being concerned, which is, she's just going about it the wrong way. However, her feelings and relationship is clearly established as she has hurt feelings towards her mother, and they don't have a good relationship on her side because of how her mother goes about things in her life in a bad way. And then they later changed that to being concerned about her mother. And then later, establish that the father is in fact cheating on her mother. And they try and push that off as like the reason for why she initially wanted to ruin the wedding in the first place, when that was not established at first, and she only found out about that later into the series. Like, when she was first upset, she didn't know that her mother was being cheated on. She even asked her mother if she was marrying his father for political gain or because she actually had feelings for him. That is what is established. And yet, they again quickly switch from bad relationship to, oh, I'm just a concerned daughter. The main relationship rushed, but the thing is, there is a like secondary relationship in the series that is more well established, and I only saw them in one scene and it was hilarious. But I don't get that from the main relationship. I don't. And the male lead has an estranged relationship with his father as well. If I remember correctly, I think he's not his son. And so his father kind of hates him and kicked him out of the house. Also cheated on his mother. You know, they don't have a good relationship. They perfectly established that, but then later when the secondary female lead is talking about how his father is cheating on her mother, he goes to defend him. Yeah, it's just, this drama has flaky motivation all over the place. The plot is nonsensical and not straightforward. It doesn't have a point. If the point is that he is playing games with somebody's heart, and again, they establish him as a womanizer. So he goes through women like they're disposable dolls, okay? They established that in the first episode. They established that he goes through them like dolls because he can't be with the one that he really wants to be with. And yet he goes to pursue a woman, and as soon as he goes to pursue her, he falls in love with her. Again, it's just like, you tell us one thing but show us another thing. And it's not even the case of like show don't tell. They're showing us two completely different things. So overall, did I enjoy this drama? No. And I'm only halfway through it. Will I finish it? Yes, because that is how I do my reviews. I need to give my full thoughts, let you know if it gets better. Don't think it will, but you know, with cases like Between, that I almost dropped at like 2 episodes, and then it started getting better. And if not for the ending, it would have been like a 9 or a 10. So there's that. I don't think this is gonna get better. I will finish watching it after I watch some actually good dramas later down the road. So my overall score this far into it, I'm gonna cut the scoring in half. I usually do out of 10. Right now I'm gonna do out of 5 because it is the halfway point. I can only judge it halfway. So overall score for the halfway point, 2 out of 5. As for my recommendations, do not watch this. You would be better off with Weightlifting Fairy Kenbokjo or W. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go watch Weightlifting Fairy Kenbokjo because that is way more adorable and way more worth your time. Or go watch W if you want something more action filled with just a sprinkle, just a little sprinkle of romance in there. And I'll see you guys again